guys, what's up? How's it going? Today we're gonna go over how to draw Pichu from Pokemon, and also recently I've been, Super Smash Bros. Melee, which I told you guys I've been playing non-stop. Can't stop playing that game. So we're gonna draw Pichu. It's gonna be super easy, simple, step by step for beginners and kids. So if you're any of those, you're here. You're in the right spot. So I'm gonna be using this. This is a Crayola brand marker. It's something you can buy at any dollar store, pretty much anywhere. If not, then I'll put a link in the description. Probably you can buy it off Amazon, but super cheap marker. Let's get going. All right, I'm gonna start with this sort of triangular diamond shape for Pichu's ear. Maybe one of his ears. Top of his head. Side of his head. And that same shape on the other side. Do it as well as you can. Don't worry about it, doesn't have to be totally even. Then other side of his face. It's gonna come together at the bottom here, and you're gonna have that little like ball of a head. Then start going in the body. The body has also a round shape, but it's proportionally smaller. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like using Pichu in Smash Brothers very much. I think it's kind of, I don't know, I don't like using that character. It just seems like a less powerful Pikachu to me. Which I know it's an Echo character, but still. But give me a little bit more. Oh yeah, start for the foot. Round little body here. The foot also has a roundness to it. Little paws. Now, to the hands. It tapers down as it goes out. So it's really big toward the body, then it gets smaller as it goes out. So just kind of remember that. Little nubs for hands, really. Just kind of like, I just threw like 2 nubs. I mean, he's got like 3, I think. But then the tail. It's gonna draw it solid. It's gonna be small and then big flap. Looks like something that would be like on an old-fashioned mailbox. That red little tab. Go to the eyes. Circle. It's gonna angle a little bit. The axis of the eyes, for example. Axis by axis, I mean, so like if they're drawn like this, like that's a human regular eyes, the axis is gonna be like this. Or you could even say like this, if you're doing it the long ways. But just, it's slightly turned. Think of his eyes like eggs. And they're pretty far apart. That's another thing too. Smile. It's pretty much just a dot for a nose. And rosy cheeks. Rosy cheek. There's a circle there. So inside the eye, throw in another circle. You can even throw in a square for a highlight. And then just fill the rest of that in. Be a little bit careful. You don't want to kind of go outside the boundaries there because it's marker and it ain't coming out. If you do mess up, that's okay. It's totally fine. Just start over and you have the experience of drawing the first one and you'll do better on the next one. So never see mistakes as, I don't know, it sounds crazy. Don't see mistakes as mistakes, and this is a very typical phrase, see them as a learning experience, but this is a literal skill. Like, every mistake you make is a learning thing, this is a, something you're gonna pile on these mistakes so you don't do it next time, or, you don't do it as often next time, or, mistakes are a part of drawing. It's like really how you get better. Now we're gonna go into the ear. And I would say about halfway between this section, I'm going to draw a line. Same thing on the other side. And I'm going to pull up, little V, down. Or you can make it longer too as well, as if you want. Other side as well, I'm gonna draw about halfway here. Up. Little V. So we're gonna fill in this with a marker. If you find that like very like enjoyable, well, you're not alone. This is really enjoyable because when I draw on the line, I'm like, all I gotta do is this now, just sail downhill. Just cruising down, no more fighting, no more, like it's not as hard to, you don't have to think as hard. Just kind of enjoy it. Just gonna, it's like coloring your own coloring book. Yeah. Over here as well. All right, and that is Pichu. It is up to you whether you want to like color that or not. What I am gonna do is I will color in the cheeks though.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die.
Now I'm just going to talk to you since all this is going to be filling in. I could speed it up, but I'm not going to speed it up. I'm going to talk to you. If you're learning to draw, I want you to remember something. Most of the people I started drawing with don't really draw anymore. They quit along the line. There's a phase where you start drawing in the beginning and it can be really fun, but then you gotta, you don't have to, but it's recommended you get better, right? You improve on your weaknesses and it starts to kind of turn into a job a little bit. It starts to become work. You have to think a little bit on your feet. Not every drawing starts to come out that good, you know? Or just things kind of interfere. And that's, I think, where most people quit. They quit at the point where they plateau. At the first plateau, a lot of people drop out. And you don't want to do that. If stuff just doesn't go right, you want to get to that point where you're just still doing it because you like it. And even if your drawings don't turn out, they will turn out in the future. You know, you just practice them. You drive some effort into it, and the reward is so good. Like when you can just draw whatever you want out of your mind, it feels so good. Like really, like it feels so amazing. And I want that feeling for you. So just kind of stick with it. Don't stress yourself out about that as well. When I say like drive forward with it, I mean just actively practice, go over weaknesses. Don't stress yourself out over it. You know, there's so much more cool things. I mean, there's so many cool things in life in general to enjoy. I mean, I'm grateful to the point where I can do this. I can just sit down and draw and do this for people. I'm super grateful for that. And oh man, the one thing, I'm sorry, my hand hurts. Be careful about that, by the way. Pushing down a colored pencil, that's kind of where you get carpal tunnel. Where you start putting this pressure down. I don't really have carpal tunnel in any way because most of my stuff is digital, but yeah, when you're pushing down on stuff like that, that's when you really get carpal tunnel. So be really aware of that. Maybe put more of your shoulder into it if you have to, like this. I'm putting more of my shoulder into the weight of it instead of digging my wrist in there. All right, that's it. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to get the cute drawing ebook. It is in the description below. It is free for the time being. It is 10 pages on how to draw something cute. You're gonna love it. I've had a lot of great feedback from it. Thank you, whoever's giving me those that feedback, and I'll talk to you guys next time.